NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series racing live on the channel tonight. Toyota Tundra 200 at Toyota Raceway, go figure. And trying to go 4 for 4 to start the Truck Series season in what is just a short 20-race season. I did not calculate the points following last night's race, so I don't know exactly what our gap is over second place. But again, I am doing the points myself this season because we are doing the modern NASCAR schedule. That means that there are playoff points awarded for a race win. There's no stage racing, so there's no playoff points or regular season points there. And because it's only a 20-race season, we only have 13 races in the regular season. We're 3 for 3 so far with wins at Daytona, Talladega, and last night at the Craftsman Speedway. So we've got 2 super speedways and 2 short tracks to start the year. We'll get into back-to-back mile-and-a-half tracks after this. But let's see if we go 4 for 4. We'll be starting dead last. No practice, no qualifying today. Just like yesterday, really. And we'll see if we can do it again. I've actually started dead last at every race so far this season. I practiced for Daytona, and that was it. That's the only practice session I've had so far. So green flag is in the air. Here we go. Now, from last season, I did put an extra half round of wedge into the race truck, so hopefully it's not too tight. But I just wanted rear stability, which was the same amount of wedge I had for a short track race yesterday, and this is more banked, so I feel like I can get away with it. Chad McCumbee on pole. There's no bonus points for leading laps, so between that and no stages, with this points format, we can really take our time. Pam Hall, Wade, Billy Kramer, thanks for tuning in, guys. Ooh, pinched off. It took us 42 laps to get to the lead yesterday, so I don't imagine that this is going to be a breeze getting through here necessarily. Once we got to the lead, though, we almost never looked back. Only hope that that's going to be the case here as well. Truck feels like it's handling well, though, which is obviously good considering we're in traffic with starting deep in the field. Get those left side tires down on the apron just to give myself a little bit more room. We've been 3 wide for quite a few of these opening corners to start the race. Probably been 3 wide in more turns than what I've been side by side in so far through the first 6 laps. A little bit of contact with TJ Bell, nothing too major there. Get some open room to run and let it rip. I saw Chad McCumbee qualified on the pole, and he has led the first 7 laps so far. Lean on Davis, who was second in points going into last night's race. Golden Corral brought back traditional and boneless wings. There you go. I've never been to a Golden Corral before. I know it's like a buffet-style restaurant. I don't know if it was just a Midwest thing or an Ohio thing. Where, oh boy, hang on. Where I live. But there was a buffet that I grew up at. There's a buffet around the area that I grew up at that was called Ryan's. And it was definitely a chain because there was quite a few of them. And that was like my favorite place to eat when I was a kid. And from what I've heard out of Golden Corral, it's basically the same thing. You have to let me know if you've ever heard of it. Again, the place was called Ryan's. Like literally the spelling of the name Ryan, like Ryan Newman or Ryan Blaney, but with an apostrophe S on the end of it. I've heard good reviews. Can't go wrong with a buffet. Well, you can, but it's very hard to do so. I got out into the open, 6th place, lap 14. Put down a 14.429 the last lap, and I would assume this lap's going to be pretty good as well. Probably even better if I had to guess. Yep. 14.279. Man, might get down into the 13s. I know there's one in Sandusky. I'm sure there's probably one in Toledo somewhere, but I have no idea where it would be. I've seen the one in Sandusky. It's like right on Perkins Avenue, which is like the main strip. All right, pass made. Johnny Benson into the top 5. Eric Darnell in the 99 truck would be next. Got to run, look into the inside. Getting squeezed. Good corner exit speed, though. We're going to beat Darnell into turn 1 and have him clear there. The 4th might have a good shot to try to go for 3rd. Getting pinched off by this guy as well. One of the fantasy drivers. There we go. Oh, man. All the way down here, and he still ran into me. All right, well, Mike Skinner, we documented over the first 3 races. He had 2 DNFs in our doubleheader at Daytona and Talladega 2 nights ago. Last night, he ended up with the top 5. So good rebound, and here he is running in 2nd in the early going of this race. He did get in a wreck yesterday, but still finished in the top 5. Lucky, that's for sure. Mark DeMars, Ethan Chua, thanks for tuning in. I'll get the Cup Series finished at some point. I don't know about ASAP. I mean, I'm trying. There's a good chance I'm probably not going to be able to do it underneath tab. I didn't realize until yesterday that we were doing my sister's birthday dinner tomorrow. Her birthday's not tomorrow, but that's so that way we can get everybody together at once. Thought we were going to do that on her birthday, but she's got things that she's doing on her birthday with her friends, so... And I was not aware of this until last night after I streamed, so we'll have to adjust accordingly. Probably end up having to do the truck race at Atlanta tomorrow then. Word of the news, Russia 8.8 earthquake spawning tsunami all the way to Hawaii. I didn't know of the details of it. I knew that there was a big earthquake somewhere. I thought it was in Hawaii just because I didn't know the headlines or anything. I never read into it. All I know of it was when I go into work in the morning, I walk through the break room to the time punch area, which is on the other side of the break room. And the TVs are always on in there. And they had the local news on. Usually the local news is on first thing in the morning, and they were showing like a tsunami somewhere. And I thought I saw Hawaii, so I just assumed, I'm like, oh yeah, I heard there was an earthquake recently as well. That must have been in Hawaii as well. So what you're saying, that is probably not the case. It's a good thing I wasn't going around blabbing around about what I thought was going on, because I just saw maybe 5 seconds or so, maybe even less than that, on the TV screen in the break room earlier this morning. That, and I was half asleep too, so there's also that. Definitely not fully awake yet. I'll do myself a little bit of justice. I'm usually half asleep when I get into my car in the morning, and then on the drive there, I kind of slowly wake up. But I'm still not 100% by the time I get out of my car and go to punch in, that's for sure. And it depends on the day. Not later in the week like this. Maybe early in the week, I'm good to go right away when I get up in the morning. But as the week drags on further and further, it's harder and harder to wake up every day in the morning. Initially. Earl, thanks for tuning in. Oh boy. A lot of trucks up against the fence off turn 4. Better get my steps in every day? I guess so. I don't know the average of what exactly I'm supposed to be getting in a day, but I would probably exceed that, I would assume. On a work day, at least. $21,972. I've never tracked my steps, so I don't know what is a lot and what's not a lot, to be completely honest. Like, that sounds like a lot. I also know that those things, like, they're kind of wonky with when you track it, because if you, like, shake your leg enough, like when you're sitting down, like I have a tendency to do that. You're stationary or sitting down. Because it's basically tracking movement more than it is steps. Well, Indianapolis is a huge racetrack, so that would definitely make sense that that was somewhere where you were able to break that record. I cleared that Walmart truck, all that smoke you see against the wall. I saw him overshoot the corner entry behind us, and he ended up smacking the wall pretty hard. No caution, though. Undercut that corner pretty badly. I kind of caught myself before I got into the turn. I braked a lot more than I would have had to otherwise. I was looking at the chat a little bit too long down the straightaway when I looked up. The turn was already there. It's turning in a bit too soon. So we dominated yesterday's race. I think our margin of victory was around 10.5 seconds. We're already a second and a half ahead after starting dead last. We got to the lead sooner than I did in yesterday's race, which was 42 laps as well. We did have 2 cautions in that event. And we went the final roughly 95 laps green to the checker. And that was a 200-lap race on a half-mile short track. Or at least by list of a half-mile short track, virtue of what the game recognizes it as. And same distance for today's race. Probably looking at Atlanta for tomorrow. And I literally have 0 clue what time that's going to be. I was told that we were meeting up between 4 and 5 o'clock tomorrow for my sister's birthday. I don't know if it's going to end up being that or later. I don't know how long I'm going to be gone for. Might be looking at like an 8, 9 o'clock stream tomorrow. If I do stream, I might end up having to call it off entirely. Which, if I do, rest assured, I will be doing a video game stream on probably on Sunday, because Saturday we've got a doubleheader of live commentary content for NASCAR. But rest assured, I will more than likely end up doing it on Sunday then, before the Cup race. 9 o'clock is as late as I'm going to go, but even then I'm kind of skeptical on that because I have to work the next morning. Considering I do have to work the next morning, I'm going to make sure I'm home by 9 o'clock regardless. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Halfway out of gas. No caution so far. We made it just past lap 50, so that means we'll be able to easily go past lap 100 for the fuel and tire purposes. And our tire management's actually better than it was yesterday. Our tires were in the red on the tire wear indicator for both the right sides and the left rear, and they're still in the green right now, 56 laps in. So they're not going to be in the red. by the time we have to make our pit stop. And just like last night, we have to stretch this as far as we can. We had a caution right at the midway point of last night's race where I'm glad I didn't pit early. You have to run this thing till it's about dry, basically. Missing good NASCAR games to race online in? Oh, I hear you. Didn't they close the heat servers too? Yeah, that's a tough break period. That tells me there's going to be a lot of copies sold of NASCAR 25 when it releases. Oh, the 126 truck was jamming it up the middle 3 wide. There was not enough room for him to be doing that. Bouncing off the right side of my truck. Matthew Dorter Bruno, welcome to the stream. Doing well, doing well. No, trucks are off this week. Xfinity and Cup only. Yeah, the Truck Series only has 2 races left of the regular season for them. We got a speed glitch going on right now. Lapper in front of me pulled away, and that guy blew right past us. But 2 races left in the regular season for the Truck Series. They got Watkins Glen and Richmond remaining. Happy almost Friday, yeah. Excited for SummerSlam? Oh, for sure. Yeah, the card's looking stacked. That's definitely what I'll be doing Saturday and Sunday night. Raw was a lot of fun on Monday night when I was there. I mean, it usually is when you're there in person. Crowd was pretty electric, honestly. For any of the shows I've been to in Detroit, not counting SummerSlam a couple years ago, but of any Raw or SmackDown episodes I've seen in Detroit, that was probably the most amped up I've heard the crowd from start to finish in the show. Hopefully it registered on TV. I never went back and rewatched any highlights from that night, so I have no idea how it might have sounded TV-wise, but I can tell you in person it was pretty loud. Because even who I ended up going with, I was like, I turned to them, and it was loud during main event when it wasn't even fully packed in there yet, like it was for when Raw actually started. Because what they do, they tape main event for about the half hour before Raw starts, and the crowd was hot for that. So I would assume it should have been good on TV. Curious to know for any wrestling fans out there watching the stream right now that might have caught Monday Night Raw or highlights of it or whatever the case. But anyway, yeah, I turned to him and I was like, I don't want to see anything on the internet about the crowd being dead tonight because this place is rocking. I definitely don't remember Little Caesars Arena being that loud for a wrestling show before that. And it couldn't have been because I wasn't on the floor, because I'd been to one other show up there where I wasn't on the floor either. And I still think it was louder than that, from what I remembered. Yeah, I was at Little Caesars Arena. And the Tigers game was going on across the street, so when we got in there, traffic was backed way up. I got into Detroit like right at about 6:30, an hour before the show started. And I ended up having to jump. Well, I got off at the same exit, but I didn't drive down as far as I usually would. And I was trying to bypass all the traffic going to Comerica, because I was on that side of the highway having to get over. I figured it was going to be backed up. I actually forgot the Tigers are playing right at 6:40. I'm like, man, they're going to be playing right as we're getting in. If I didn't eat beforehand where we did, and we just went to the stadium and ate at the stadium, then it would have been fine. I would have probably beat most of the traffic in there, but I want to make sure we got some Buddy's Pizza. Shout out to Buddy's Pizza. Best pizza I've ever eaten. Try to go there as much as I can whenever I'm in that area. Tigers are rolling again. Thank goodness, because they came out of the All-Star break a little shaky. And I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a little scared. Not the first series, but when we got swept by the Pirates, I'm like, all right, something needs to be fixed here. Then right after they got swept by the Pirates, they got shit canned by the Blue Jays. 12-2 the one game. Talking about food. Oh, what's for dinner? I actually already had Subway. I ate already. I knew I was going to get home a little later, so I had extra time to eat. Moving the stream back to 7, so yeah, I'm good. Got my workout in. I've already ate. I might play a game of MLB The Show as soon as this is done, and then I'm crashing after that. I've been working back on my franchise mode on that. I haven't touched the career mode yet. I'm trying to catch up franchise mode first, because I was keeping up with it, and then when I started the road to the show, I stopped doing franchise mode, and I was planning on only doing one season anyway, with my Detroit Tigers, of course, but I stopped right at the Memorial Day game, which is when I went to go see the Tigers play, and then I didn't pick it back up again since up until, like, I don't know, 5 days ago or so. It was last weekend, or 2 days last weekend. I played about a handful of games, 5 or 6 games, and then played another 5 or 6 games over the course of the last couple days again. All right, well, caution's out for the first time, and this is interesting. Okay, that should not have been a caution. This is the reason for the caution here. I'm going to assume it was a phantom debris yellow, but if it wasn't, it looked like he just blew a motor, which we usually don't get cautions for that. So the crew chief's recommending that I pit. I have no clue what lap we were on, so I'm going to take his advice. Oh, they're staying out, aren't they? Oh, boy. Well, first caution of the race. I'll tell you what, the way this season's going, I don't think we're going caution-free. I think at least the first couple trucks behind me stayed out. There's no look-back cam in the pit, so I can't really tell. See when the field rolls past into turn 1. Yeah, they stayed out. Well, that sucks. I don't know how many trucks I lapped. Quite a few of them. But we'll probably be mid-pack on the restart. I burned a set of tires, too, so I only got one set left the rest of the way. Shahir Gaming and Entertainment, thanks for tuning in. Okay, so we've got more than half the field to lap down because the inside line's longer than the outside line. Wow, I lapped into the top 10. I didn't realize I lapped that far. Green flag back in the air. We're in 8th. Top 7 stayed out. Lap 91 on the restart. I think we're a little bit short to the end. We'd have to go 110 laps to the finish, but I have another set of tires left, so I'm not worried about it. And we have fresh tires we can drive back up through here. I think I'm going to be probably anywhere between 4 to 6 laps short. The caution on the other side, then I'll just pit during the caution. Chad McCumbee got back to the lead again. Darnell restarted in the lead, and then McCumbee just took it away from him. We'll get by Darnell for second. We have about 90 laps fresher tires on these guys, so definitely was quick work to go from 7th to 1st, and we passed quite a few lap trucks in that span as well. Doing pretty good. Hopefully you are too. Oh, there goes McCumbee. Oh, wow. He's pitting before halfway. Strategy Cotton. Yeah, man. Goes from leading the race to pitting. Benson back in the lead. Lap 99. He pitted at lap 97. It didn't look like he was slow, like he blew an engine. I would assume that's a scheduled stop. He's pitting way before anybody else. There for 3 laps, I think he might have blown a motor. I'm surprised he noticed it that quick and was able to get to pit road as quickly as he did as well. Put my fastest lap of the race together, 14.115. And we're halfway. 100 down, 100 to go. All right. Get my internet synced up. It only took me half the race to realize it again. Which was longer than it usually is, because usually it's only right as I start the stream or within the first like 10, 20 laps. Not over 100. Whoopsies. Yeah, McCumbie's out. He's got to be. Plans for the weekend, going to be watching SummerSlam Saturday and Sunday. I've got to work for 8 hours tomorrow and then 6 on Saturday. We'll be doing our streaming as usual, so you'll see me a lot. The live commentary stuff. And my sister's got a birthday dinner tomorrow, so that's what I've got planned. I don't know what I've got going on Monday yet. That's TBD for right now, but that might be my rest and relaxation day. Rest and recover. Or I'm back on the ground and do it all over again starting Tuesday with work. Dropped to 14.488. I really want to run a sub 14 second lap time. Can this lap be the one? Nope. I'm pushing hard. That's what she said. All right, never mind. Forget I said that. Never mind. Don't forget I said it. We're joking here on the channel, of course. We can joke. Well, yellow flag's out. And not everybody pitted yet. Oh, look out, look out. That's called coming in hot. Oh, somebody flipped. Oh, jeez. Had like 3 or 4 of them coming in 1,000 miles an hour. Look out. Who do I want to win, Cody or Cena? Oh, jeez, I don't know who I want to win. Well, I might as well pit here, because I would imagine everybody else is going to also. Put my final set of tires on. Should say everybody who didn't already pit should be coming in. And if there was anybody on pit road before the caution came out, they'll end up cycling in front of us if they were on the lead lap. 10-minute playing game. Yeah, there's even fewer trucks. That caution in the middle of green flag pit stops looks like there's only 3 trucks on the lead lap now. And they stacked up behind us on the restart. I don't know what happened. They were hitting me right before we got to the green flag. And we're back racing again. We've got trucks driving all over the place. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Well, everybody's going to be good on gas to the end now. Headed during both cautions. We haven't had more than 2 yellows yet this season. Through the first 3 races. Had 1 or 2 of them in every race. 2 of them in 3 now, and the only one we had 1 was Daytona. The Daytona and Talladega were both 50% races. Had we ran those full, we might have had more than the cautions that we did end up having. On your way home Sunday? I mainly needed to pit for fuel because I think I was going to be 4 to 6 laps short from when I pitted the first time, but now we're plenty good. As is the rest of the field, and we've got another speed glitch going on. Had quite a few trucks unlap themselves because of that. Their lead went from 2 seconds to 1.5 seconds. There we go. I finally ran a sub 14-second lap time. 13.992. I knew it was possible. Dang, that was even quicker. 13.926. Do I hear 13.8? Can we get a... Well, never mind. Caution's out again. 3rd yellow. The heck happened to this guy? I'm assuming debris. Can't say for sure, though. One-hour run. Yeah, I haven't done anything like that before. I used to ride my bike when I was back in high school during the summertime in particular, but I haven't even gone on like any sort of a long bike ride since then. Alright, well, caution's out again. We're at 3 yellows. Try to hang on to this thing on the restart. I'm trying to give room to everybody underneath us. I can be patient. We don't have many trucks in the lead lap, but we've got a fast race truck. Get down to the bottom, please. Get a good run off. Turn 4. There we go. I wonder if we had a debris, and that might have been what looked to be the Phantom Yellow. The last time, at least. I can't say for the first time we had that at lap 90, but... that one might have been more like it. Get back to the lead. And bonus points don't matter. We'll end up leading the most laps anyway, but... bonus points do not matter because we're not awarding points for laps led on this season. Strictly based off of race finish. So with all those trucks that got their lap back before the last caution came out, there's now 5 trucks on the lead lap. One of them is in front of us. That's 6 of Travis Quapple. We've got about 65 laps to go. Tied my best lap of the race again. Delay of game. What'd I get delay of game for? Playlist of a lot of Metallica songs. Yeah, I don't really have any like playlists when I listen to music. I pretty much know the band I'm going to listen to, and I know a lot of their catalog, and just cycle through it. If it's someone newer that I don't know as much of, that's where I get on the learning experience and try to take in a lot of new stuff. I was listening to a lot of Bleed From Within when I was working out today. Yesterday it was Architects. Death revealed for Hulk Hogan. I think they announced it was cardiac arrest when he did pass away. That was the first thing I saw when I saw the news on, man, what day was that? Thursday last week? Is it a week ago already? Man. I think it was Thursday. Yeah, I definitely grew up on pretty much every band that you mentioned down there. I didn't really like grow up on Metallica as much as I did in my teenage years. Is when I was like really starting to dive into them. But my younger years before that was definitely Linkin Park heavy. Tonight's race a little bit tougher than that of last night's, even if I end up leading more laps. I haven't had perfect restarts so far, so be in our best interest to not have a late race restart if that is possible. Obviously, that would be out of our control. Unless I were to cause a caution, but I don't plan on doing that. Yeah, I've listened to some of the stuff that 3 Days Grace has put out. I had no idea when they were releasing the album, though. There you got it. You filled me in on that info in the chat. AEW was amazing last night. I don't think I've watched an AEW show from start to finish. I've seen a couple episodes live where I'll just kind of tune in at random, but it's been a while since the last one that I've seen, and I don't really go out of my way to watch it much. I think the last storyline I even kept track of was when Edge was feuding with Christian over there. I know he doesn't go by Edge in AEW, but I'll always call him Edge. There's no way. I'm not calling him Cope, all right? That ain't happening. I'm not calling him Adam Copeland. That's like if I were to just start calling The Undertaker Mark Calloway all the time. I'm not doing that either. Feels weird. Yeah, from the top to bottom, 1X would probably be my favorite of theirs. I think our largest lead of this race is around 3 seconds, and we've got about a 2.8 second lead right now. 33 laps to go this time by. Johnny Benson out in front at the formerly known as Red Bull Raceway, this game Toyota Raceway. My laptop's on low battery. I'm really hoping it makes it to the finish. We have 32 laps. I don't want to lose the stream. I don't want to go down and get my charger. I thought I was going to have enough battery to run this stream tonight. I didn't charge it during or after the stream yesterday. And I thought because this was going to be another short race, I might have had a chance. It's going to be close. It dinged on me about 10 laps ago. I mean, if I do the math here, we only have about 10 minutes left at the most. Might be pushing it. I need more Metallica t-shirts. I only have one. I didn't get one the last time that I went to see them. I need to get the classic ones. That's what I need to do. I need to go and just get like an Injustice Brawl t-shirt. Like, that's my favorite album of all time. I don't have a t-shirt of it. Most of the band t-shirts that I have, I only have one of. I need to stock up on more. Support my bands. I should just get like a new band shirt like once a month, every other month. Someone random. Whoever I'm listening to heavily that month, somebody puts out new stuff. Just support them. Four seconds off the lead for second place. Oh, wow. I didn't realize Eric Darnell's back in 14th. He was in second place earlier, but he's 2 laps down, so I'd assume he was one of the trucks that got trapped, maybe 2 down while he was on pit road. Had 3 cautions. The second one that we had was in the middle of green flag pit stops. We're down to 21 laps to go. The laptop is holding on. Stream is still at full health. If it starts to get super choppy, I think I'm going to have to go get my laptop. I don't want to ruin the viewing experience. Tends to do that when it's on low battery sometimes. I don't have a lot of things running on OBS right now, though. So, oh, boy. Well, they tried to wreck right in front of me. They tried, they did not succeed. They have one lag right there. If it lags again in the next couple seconds, I'm going to have to pause it. It sucks that I'm so close to the end. I'm really trying not to pause it, walk away for about a minute, because the end is right here. I mean, we're at 15 laps to go on a short track. Now, if it were 15 to go at like Pocono or something where the laps take 50 seconds or road course, then I would probably just end up getting the Charger. We only have a couple more minutes left of this race. Largest lead of the race, 5 seconds ahead of second. Somebody's blowing a motor. TJ Bell, wow, that's 2 races in a row. Both the short tracks, he's blowing a motor. He finished dead last yesterday, and he's going to finish, it's like 33rd. 3 trucks out of the race already. Oh, I didn't realize Chad McCumbee was out. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Never mind. He pitted on that restart when he was leading at lap 97. Just before halfway. I forgot about that. Caught myself off guard. Only 4 trucks on the lead lap right now. Noah Howard fifth is the first truck a lap down. We're at 10 laps to go. Johnny Benson about to go 4 for 4 to start the season, but we're going to get into a difficult stretch of races after this. We've got 3.5-mile tracks in the next 4, including back-to-back, as we go to Atlanta next. And those were the kinds of tracks that I kind of struggled to get a win at the most the first go-round of the Truck Series that we ran. We won 16 of 20 races the first go-around, but I didn't start off this high. I only won the season opener in Daytona, and then that was it. Before the next 2 races, actually, I didn't go to victory lane. I didn't go to victory lane the second time until race 4. We'll be 4 for 4. Different schedule, obviously. I haven't raced California yet. 5 to go this time. Justin Besaw, thank you for tuning in. Somebody else blowing up. 5 to go. Nobody wreck, please. Nobody wrecked, no debris cautions, no heavy contact that causes a debris yellow within the next couple laps. We've lost the lead on a restart once already, so I don't want to risk having another restart. Granted, that was because there were lap cars underneath me and I was being patient on the outside, knowing that I had the speed to get the lead back. There won't be any lap cars on the inside of us because we have less than 10 to go, but don't want to risk it. Spin my tires. Tires are old. Two to go. Let's go, Johnny Benson. White flag. Look at that. I didn't have to get my charger. We're going to finish this thing up. Might be an abbreviated post race, but we'll get the win. About 6 seconds. That's a dub. 58 minutes, 28 seconds total time on the race tonight. You know, I'm just going to do a Polish victory lap. Nothing too special here. Whip this thing around. We'll do this Alan Kulwicki style. Yeah, tomorrow night at Atlanta is going to be tough. Assuming I race tomorrow night. Again, tomorrow night streams TBD. If I do, it'll be the Atlanta race on this season. For the Truck Series, we'll try to go 5 for 5. I led 3 less laps than I did yesterday. We led 153 today. We had 156 yesterday out of 200. Chips finishes second, leading 5 laps. Cleveland third. Travis Kvapil fourth was the last truck to finish on the lead lap of the 4. Noah Howe first truck lap down to fifth. Our teammate Mike Skinner 6th. Back-to-back top 10s for him. Davis in 7th. Chet Vance 8th. Irving 9th. George Tinkin rounds out the top 10. And I believe we had 5 trucks DNF. We had 2 of them late. Carswell. Or, no, Golston was the last one, I think. So, yeah, 5 DNFs. Golston, TJ Bell, Chapman, Chad McCumbee, and Fletcher. McCumbee led 34 laps from the pole. So that hurts. 6.4 second margin of victory, 14 lead changes, 3 cautions, which is the most we've had in a single race so far through the first 4. We've had 1 to 3 yellows. The first 4 races, we'll have to see what Atlanta brings. I got to get my phone so I can take a picture. Yeah, I mean, I'll run the streak up as much as I can. I don't know where I finished at Atlanta last season. I'll have to check that after the stream's over. Oh, my laptop's still got 23% battery left. Yeah, we're good. We just on a battery saver. I think we got down to 30. I thought it said low battery. I guess correctly on the amount of charge. All right, we'll get out of here for the night. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't yet. Subscribe for more NASCAR content. We'll be back at it tomorrow, hopefully, with NASCAR 08. If not, I'll see you guys Saturday afternoon. Live commentary coverage from Iowa. We've got Xfinity racing. We've got Cup practice and qualifying. I'll post that schedule as well tomorrow for the weekend side of things. See you soon.